If only you knew at the funeral?
Well, no. I sang Take Me to the King at one wedding.
Oh, okay, I was finna say, if you laying there dead and somebody starts saying,
I like to be...
If only you knew. I'm sorry.
I like to be there during people's times of sorrow and times of joy.
What type of music do you typically like to sing?
I like old school music. People who sing about love and gospel and more. I love artists like Tina Marie, Prince, Anita Baker, and especially Miss Patti LaBelle.
Yeah, especially Miss Patti LaBelle. What do you want to be when you're older?
I don't want to wait until I'm older to become what I want to be. And I want to be a diva and an entertainer. Oh, okay. And an entertainer is somebody who acts, sings, dances, and more. I make music and publish it. I want it to last for generations and generations and generations. Just like Miss Patti LaBelle.
It looks like you're on your way. You're doing really well. So you're going to perform a song for us today. What is it?
If Only You Knew by Miss Patti LaBelle.
Well, performing If Only You Knew by the legendary Patti LaBelle, accompanied by award-winning record producer and musician, my buddy Rob Lewis. Give it up for Sky Turner.
The directors of education that you listen to here, they are men and women that we are celebrating because there is something between their ears. And when there is something between your ears, you don't have to tell us. You open your mouth and we know that there is something useful between your ears. Today, therefore, we come here not to make many lengthy speeches. We come here to remind ourselves and to remind the young men and women that there is a future, that the world is looking for new young men. And what are the new young men that the world is looking for? The world is looking for new young men who are disciplined. Because discipline is at the heart of who you are. No matter how educated you are, no matter how rich you are, if you do not have the gift of discipline, then you are a danger to society. Today, I am asking you, young men and women, be disciplined that you may be a good global citizen. The world is looking for young men who are humble, Humility is the mother's milk of greatness. If you see any man or any woman who, because they have gone to school or because they have wealth, are arrogant and shun humility, they are a danger to themselves and danger to society. Today I'm encouraging you young men who are here, embrace the gift of humility. The directors of education that you listen to here, they are men and women that we are celebrating because there is something between.
All right.
Well, my name is Chinetti Aton. I'm a Liberian. I work with ArcelorMittal and I'm an ADT operator. I started as FMS driver first. They don't own a broad ADT. They started training on. Now I'm an ADT operator. I feel good. I feel good driving ADT truck. But before driving a truck, my first time operating a truck, it was very difficult because you know, immediately see the machine head like this, you know, the fear into me. But then I saw other people operating it. Why the person operating it? Why can't I operate it? So, and then I drove fear away. Talk to myself. You can do it. Once other people are doing it, you can do it. And then I started operating the machine. Today, I am operator. I feel good operating it because all I can do it, so I can do it.
The minds here, the vision is all about empowering the people. To me, my vision is just all about giving them the confidence to be able to achieve that goal. It's about upskilling our people, our existing people, plus our future employees, upskilling them to a standard that this is their business, not my business. Okay, they will eventually be the custodians of this business in years to come. It's about giving them the confidence to make a decision out there, confidence to make a change out there, own the business themselves, be responsible for this business, make them feel part of it, of the successes and of the failures, of course. Women on trucks, they make the better truck driver in every place I've ever worked, okay? So every place. Women make the better drivers because they're more attentive, they take care of the equipment better. At the moment, I've only got 12 ladies out there out of a group of 250 odd. It's not enough, I want a lot more. In 2 years' time, we hope to have about 30% ladies operating out there. She's been given an opportunity and it's now up to them to run with it. So transformational for her. She's now able to support her family. She's able to put her children through school. It's not just a small thing of giving someone a job to drive a dump truck. You've actually made a change to someone's life.
Lifting with ease, and many more tailored services to meet your demand. Why choose us? Unmatched expertise, reliable customer service, affordable and quality products. Contact Atlantic Station Incorporated today for unbeatable deals and services that guarantee your satisfaction. +231 880 198 698 +231 776 557 751 +1 770 873 6740. Email symbol email jwh3560@gmail.com. Atlantic Station Incorporated, building the future, one project at a time.
Okay, so what a pleasant way to say good evening to all of you who have tuned in to Nimba D9 TV. Good evening, good evening, good evening, good night, good morning, wherever you tune in from. We like to say this is a program called The Truth of the Matter. This is where we come and we have conversation that when you go to bed and wake up in the morning, you're going to wake up with a renewed spirit, a renewed hope, a renewed thought process for your community. We have not opened up the lines yet for you to call. We want to say our deepest condolences to the people of ZEKEPA, to the people of YARMEIN, to the Catholic church family, to the National Elections Commission family, and to the people of Liberia for the great loss of Madam Marlene Wogbe-Gweklo. She lost her life in a very tragic motor accident. It is difficult for all of us as a country, as a people, that you wake up on your way to attend to family issues, some of which were jubilation, and for those jubilations and family matters to turn as a disaster, to turn as a person who did not return back to her home is painful. But be as it may, the Lord gave it and he took it. Share this live video with somebody in your reach. Today we will be having an open mic discussion, meaning you and us will be interacting. We want to know from you, parents, from you, students, from you, teachers, from you, school administrators, one and all, how are the facilities that your children are going to and leaving there from 8 in the morning, sometimes to 1 p.m.? How are they? How are the sitting capacities? How are the bathroom? Does our schools have drinking water? I mean, pure drinking water? Do they sit comfortably into their seats? How are the schools' condition? And this is a disclaimer. We are not doing this to say, oh, the other representative not doing this. Oh, the other person failed. Oh, Joseph Parker not doing that. Oh, the education minister is not doing this. No, that's not what this show meant for tonight. This show is here tonight for all of us to discuss. First of all, if you, the parents, do you go on your children's campuses to see where they are sitting? The way you sending them to school, do you sometimes go to see where they are going and it's called school or class rooms that they are sitting? Do you go for PTA meetings? And if yes, then how are the conditions of where your children are sitting to learn? If they are not okay, we all have to collectively do something to make it happen, because it is incumbent on us, meaning it is on all of us shoulders to help improve the learning condition of our students, of our own children. Good evening, the people of District Number 9. Today is Representative Ta Wongbe's birthday, and at the later on in this broadcast, we're going to open the line specifically for the people of District Number 9 for you to wish your representative happy birthday. It's non-politics. Birthday is something that is special to everybody. The day you were born, when the year ends and you see that, you got to be grateful to God and say, God, thank you for giving me one more chance. Since Marlene Gweklo, or Johnson Gweklo, or Prince Johnson, they will never have that one more chance of their birthdays. May their souls rest in peace. Good evening, District Number 8. Good evening to the people of District Number 7. Good evening to the people of District Number 6. Good evening to the people of District Number 5, District Number 4, District 3, District 2, and District 1. Good evening, Nimba. Good evening, Liberia. Congratulations to our sister country, Grand Gile, that has emerged to the finals of this year's National Country Sports Meet. And we want to say thank you. Thank you to all of you who continue to be here with us. And thank you to Nimba Intellectual Pirate. He has joined us from there in Ganta. He said he's watching. We say thank you so much, dear brother, for all that you do in the media. Let us all continue to raise our voices positively for the growth and development of our country, Nimba, and Liberia. It is incumbent on us as our voices are continuing to be heard, not being replayed. Let Senator Johnson, let Johnson Guayclo, let Sis Marlin, and the rest of your loved ones who are left and gone to the great beyond. You wouldn't see them alive. You may play their voices. You will never see them. So while our voices are still here and we are alive, we too have to be positive in all that we do, because the negatives are many. If even they check ourselves now and to put us on the scale of positivity or negativity, you're going to see that there will be negatives in our lives. So those little positive things in your life, you need to act more on it, that your time on earth will be impactful, it will be purposeful, and it will be able to touch somebody. Share the live video with somebody in your reach. We will be playing you a video from St. Nicholas Central High School, where our reporter Melish Ball went today. And we continue to say we are not doing this to say, oh, this person is not doing well. No. Liberia is challenged. Donald Trump has just won as president of the United States of America. Most of our relatives and friends who have been in America and helping us, because some of them do not have papers, just like some of those who also visit Liberia don't have papers. Donald Trump is about to deport them. That means that there will be a lot of economic challenge. People who were sending you Western Union before, mobile money before, most of them will be sent back to Africa. It means we Africans, we have to do for ourselves. Can we do? Yes, we can. And I'll quote from Barack Obama. We can. We can do. We can collectively work together to buy benches for our schools. Why you think when they talk about our decent society called the Poor Society or the Sunday Society, when they say you will pay $5,000 for your daughter to go in the bush, you will pay. You will pay. But you will pay now. But why do you think you cannot help to fix the benches in the schools? Whereas you only pay $1,000 to these government schools. Some of you only pay $4,000. Wake up. The world will never be the same again. The backing, we were depending on NGOs, depending on this, depending on that, depending on this. Those things have been cut off by President Donald Trump. He has cut off all USAID projects until they've been revealed. He said the issue of climate change, you all go on your farm and when they say don't cut a tree, you go, you cut a tree. You go, you cut the tree. You go, you fell a tree. You say, I will burn the fire. I will not plant nothing. Donald Trump saying he ain't coming to put no money in the thing they call climate change. Some people sitting in the corner and just eating that money and doing nothing. The world will not be the same again. Are we thinking fellow Liberians? There are some people who are still waiting for NGOs to come to go apply for jobs. But whereas you graduated in the agriculture, why can't you start now to do lowland farming and fish farm and all of that, that you can feed the market? The roads are not being paid by President Joseph Boakai. And government is continuing. So it is CDC-led government started it, Eric Johnson Sirleaf started it, and George we are continuing, and Ambassador Boakai is here continuing. He and Jeremiah Kpankong. Then that means that we have to not get glued to know that the time is coming, that you might not get money from the states. What becomes of you? How do you buy your rice? Though you got swampland, you got area to farm. You don't want to replant the trees that you are cutting down. At the end result, heavy storm comes and destroys your home. Good evening, Senator Yang. Good evening, Superintendent. I'm going to for all that you're doing in Nimba. We got to join her and all of our lawmakers and all of our diaspora community. Times will be hard. How did we know times will be hard? When COVID-19 came, there were curfew, something that we can't see. They put curfew down. You can't leave from Boncante to go Grand Bassa. You can't leave from Grand Bassa to go River Sets. You can't leave from River Sets to go to Sando. You can't leave from Sando to go to Maryland. You can't leave from Maryland to go to Grand Crew. And there were curfew on a thing that we never saw called coronavirus. When will we wake up, fellow citizens? That is why we've always said on the truth of the matter that we are Nimba TV is deeply into our community development. Can we do it? Yes, we can. My name is Ambassador Olakemobawi, and I'm here tonight to just inspire you, to just motivate you that times will never be the same again. So there should be no time of negativity. Join your leaders, join your representatives. When they bring cement to do work, when they bring zinc to do work, take that work as your own. When they bring even money, as the by-elections will soon be coming, and people will be coming for community engagement and meet you. When they bring money to your town, don't say that political money that divide and drink liquor. Take it and put it into your development cover and do something. Times will never be the same again. Donald Trump is now the president of the United States of America. Times will never be the same again. Thanks to Kenneth P. and Mobile watching us on Nigeria. Share this live video. My name is Ambassador Edmond Olakemobawi. We are challenged as a country and people, just less than 5 million people. In this country, for just 5 million people, a little over 5 million people, sorry, from the just ended census. But every day there are people giving birth to children, so we're growing now. But the resources we got, God has blessed us so much with everything. We got fish in the water. We got fertile soil that when you throw anything behind your house, it grows. What are we waiting for? Boaka to come play your rice? Tiawa Gongolo to come play your rice? Or any other comments? Or Jeremiah back home. When they bring materials into your community, you take them and steal them. You think you're doing it to anybody? You're doing it to yourself. Times will never be the same again. Times will never be the same again. So we have to help. We have to work with, leave the politicians with their politics. I mean, are all of us politicians now? No, I don't think so. Let's help Vice President Jeremiah Kmakun. Let us help them. Let's stop the too much negativity. Has it carried us anywhere? That has only made us to have series of death. Some people go because of politics, because they want to ascend. They lie on their friends. Didn't we know what happened to us during the war? Some people died innocently today that blood crying because they were being lied on. And today we say, oh, Wakra Komokan. But you who talking Wakra Komokan, you are the one who lied on some people and they were killed. Will you be judged too? Think about it. Think about it. Will you be judged too? You who lie on that person and they wipe away some people's entire family because you lie on that person. You took it to be maybe a joke that it will have been an easy thing. And you made people to wipe away the lives of other people. And you hear yanning for this, that. Let us help our leaders. Let us stop the too much negativity. We're not going nowhere. Don't we see that this country is so blessed with everything? Everything. Just everything. We are blessed with it. Everything you ever thought about. Share the live video. We'll be playing you a video, and if that condition is in your community, we are challenging you to be able as a community to fix benches, desks for your school-going children. How will you be called a patriotic citizen? Don't wait for Ministry of Education to come and supply you with all of the desks in your school, whereas you're able to do it. We're challenging you today. Receiver Zodon is my uncle. He said, thanks for your advice. The hint to a wise is quite sufficient. You're right, uncle. It's too much. People lie on one another for no reason, innocently. Kenneth P. Mobile said, thanks for the show. Joseph Wongbe. Oh, the press, be mayor at the office of the Vice President of the Republic of Liberia. Dear brother, he said, thanks for this educative message. Yeah, Joe, it's just so too much. So much to the extent that people don't eat with one another again because of politics. Many people don't eat with one another. People are divided in their homes because they may have voted for this and have voted for this. And those politicians themselves, you must be able to come together. Show that love to one another, for one another. When you see each other, go to one another, embrace one another. And in that way, your followers themselves will say, oh, but why are we doing this? Liberia is all that we have. America wants to give back to Americans. So Donald Trump is now doing everything he can to deport people that he will be right with the people of America. But there are some Americans in other countries too who do not have papers. Should they be deported as well? But who bears the highest weight of all? Because we are lazy. Because we are turning ourselves to be beggars. That's why I placed this graphic here. This is Nimba. This is the beautiful gift that God has given us. This is where our unity begins and it ends, and we hold together. Good evening, people of Liberia. We'll show this video to you of a school in Senegal, and we are doing this that all of us will get involved with these activities. That we will not sit down to blame each other and say, oh, it is a this other person not doing it, the other person not doing it. No, it is incumbent on all of us to do. It is our right. It is all of us. All of us. It's incumbent on us to do. And when we play this video, we'll also appreciate somebody who show up immediately after watching this video. So we'll take this, play it.
To all of you who have joined us this morning, thanks for joining and just share the live. So this broadcast is not in any other way to denigrate or look down on the institution, but it is a means of soliciting help from our people to be able to immensely contribute to the learning activities within Nimba County. So as you may be aware, there are a lot of developmental activities going on within the county, but there is need to be able to contribute to the education sector because there were our students, our children start their education journey from. So if they had a good environment, they will be able to be more encouraged to attend the institution. So this morning we have with us the principal for the Senegal Central High School elementary section.
No, Matatome Elementary School.
Matatome, yeah, is that right?
Matatome Elementary School.
Yeah, but it is on the
that's the name of the school because it's Senegal Central Elementary and people will be confused.
Okay, so that but what I want to know is this is also on the
it's a government school. It's a government school.
Okay, and it's the elementary section, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so welcome to Nimba TV this morning. Welcome. Your name?
Thank you. I'm YRIN.
Okay.
Principal for the school year.
Okay, so but can you tell us a bit when you took over the school and then how has it been like with you as principal?
Thank you so much. I took over as a principal in the school since 2017. Yes.
So what are some of the improvements you've been making when you first took over? What are some of the things you saw and you were able to improve on it as principal since 2017?
Thank you so much. When we took over as principal in the school year, we saw that we were using pieces of ceiling tile as a blackboard, you know. So this school year, we do not have security. The government does not employ any security. It's not government. The place is vulnerable and it may be exposed to so many, you know, criminals. They used to come, they just enter this place here, enter the place. They just used to enter the place to go and destroy the blackboard because our ceiling tile. So we thought it was not necessary for at this time for ceiling tile to be used. So we installed a blackboard. We changed the ceiling tile by putting cement all over, cement board there. There's some of the improvement that we have done. We painted the building. We made the building was so bad. We decided to paint the building. With all of what we are doing, we cannot do all because there are a lot of challenges. And the school is still vulnerable. No school, no security. It's still vulnerable in that we do not have security to man this place. Every time criminal enters here to destroy this place, to steal materials. Since we took over, government has not supplied us with decks. Meaning the challenges we are facing as some area, we do not have decks in the school.
Okay.
The little funding that we are collecting is just 1,000. We collect it. We buy a few benches and a few desks we bought. It cannot really accommodate the students we have here because we have over 400 students. These are some of the things that we have done. So we managed to do it because we are not depending on government to do all. Or we are calling on government at least to come and see for themselves so that our children can properly be sick because the desks, the benches we bought cannot accommodate them. The number of students we have in the school are so huge.
Also, can you tell us the number of students you have in the school for this year enrollment? Maybe approximately how many?
We have 487 students in the school this year.
487.
Yeah, 487.
Okay. Okay, so you can just take us around to see because we got information, more especially for the seating capacity within the institution, that students are still sitting on the ground, something that is expected to be happening in the interior, but it is also going on currently as we speak in Sanekore. It is so frustrating. So we want to go and see around so that you can be able to.
You are right. You are welcome. We'll go around because the few benches we bought will not accommodate them as said on the previous time. When you go, you will go for you see for yourself. You see the students sitting down on the ground. The few that we bought, other people are sitting down on it, and other people are still sitting on the ground. You can go and see for yourself.
All right, so Madam Sona Gibe Wilson, who's just joined us on this live, will say good morning. And yeah, let's go. We can just take us around. Good morning and welcome to Nimba Dina TV. So this is it. We are currently at Sanekore. This is the elementary section here for the government school. So the principals will take us around to tell us exactly the seating capacity, what the kind of challenges the school face when it comes to seating capacity within the school.
You can see for yourself. Okay. This is the full class. The few benches we bought, you can see them, and some students are seated. Many of our students are still sitting on the ground. Today we are starting our marking period test. See how the children are sitting.
So that is to say, the field you bought, it is back there.
Yeah.
And for the students in it.
Yeah. Not only in this class, we distributed.
Yeah, we'll go to the other place where. Yes, yeah. But firstly, so this is how it's looking like.
Yeah, this is how.
You see the students here. They will come and sit on the floor because there's no benches here. This is how they sit here in class. Let me see which one. Let me see small thing here. Let me see.
Okay, so just imagine what it is over there. Fellow citizens, we got to wake up to do something. It is incumbent on all of us to help to get this to where it is. The numbers to call are 0778. Let me just pin it on the screen. To participate on the show tonight, the numbers to call what I'm just about to pin here, 0778 070604 or 088 111 0803. Those are the numbers to call tonight to be a part of this show. Just imagine if your children are going to school and they are sitting on the ground. How do you feel? But government can do all. Let us help the PTA. Let us help our schools, that they can also be able to provide quality education to our school-going kids. We are in a very troubling time as a nation and people. Good evening to Lawrence Fan. Thanks for joining us. Stanford say LARWHEYII, thank you for joining us on Ganta. Sis Beatrice L. Malay, thank you. Uncle Recife, Kenneth P. Moduba, Joseph Wongbe, we acknowledge you earlier on. Balia, thank you for joining us. Rufus Bob Dollier, thank you for joining us. And all of you who have joined us and wherever we live on Radio LARWHEYII and Radio Voice of Yahweh MEHNSONNO and all of that, and Voice of YARMEIN, we want to say thank you for joining us. So this is it. This might just be your child. What do you think? What do you think? So we want to say, let us all be able to provide this support.
We cheer. So you can be able to see in the book Google. Talking cheer with this, right? Oh, so that cheer can be inside. Then you be writing on the right? The hand be there, right? That you want, right? Okay, so when they buy for you, be able to concentrate in the class, right? To focus. Okay, so say me again. Oh, so you focus on the black board, right? So the way I can be writing, you can be focusing, but I can be bar, right? Okay, thank you. Yeah, the people watching you to help the class. Yeah, we class great.
Okay, so just imagine, that was it today in Senegal. But just swiftly to that, Madam Sonda Gipie was able to provide a couple of decks for the school. So let's take this video.
Well, folks, let's say welcome to Nimba D9 TV this afternoon. I like to say many thanks to all of our viewers. Wherever you are, just share now. Share now. Let other people be. My call, my background was also following this morning, but she was also following the live, and she said thanks for sharing the information. So she was also following the live coverage, but we'll get to her in a subsequent time. But at the same time, Madam Sonda Gipie Wilson, one of the murders of Nimba County, was able to interview in regards to the seating capacity on this campus. But we'll get to them quickly, and the people who have come to present this cheers, they will tell us exactly where which background it comes from. But this is Nimba D9 TV. Let's go to them quickly for it's good news, and let's say good news, and thanks to all of you who've been joining us. Let's go back to the presentation.
So thank you very much. We are from the Special Emergency Activity to Restore Children's Hope Search, and the search is a local organization based here in Nimba County as well as other parts in Liberia. On behalf of Madam Sonda Gipie Wilson, who is our executive director, she has seen the need of our mother school, the Mother Tubman Elementary School. Our children are all seated on the floor, and through her kind head of search, she has donated 31 pieces of benches to the and those benches are intended to enhance the quality of education and the seating capacity that is within the institution. Somebody may say they are not many, but these ones are there to address the issue faced by our children. It becomes kind of shameful when you have students sitting on the floor during learning hours. So that really touched her, and then through a kind courtesy, along with able staff from the Special Emergency Activity to Restore Children's Home. These benches are donated to the school through the office of the principal and his immediate faculties, as you see them around. And then this will go a long way in addressing some of the issues that the school is faced with. And at this moment, we are also encouraging all of the philanthropists that have or that are watching us here live to also come to the aid of the Mother Tubman Elementary School to see what's happening so that they are able to also follow the example of search. Through the kind courtesy of Madam Sona Wilson, this gesture is just to also support the government's arrest agenda, specifically focusing on education as well as addressing the Sustainable Development Goal 4 that talks about quality education. So, Mr. Principal, on behalf of Madam Sona Wilson of Search, the Executive Director of Search, and then her able staff, we are pleased in her name to donate these 31 benches to the school for use by your students. Thank you very much.
Thank you, my brother.
Wow.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. You know,
Thank you so much.
in your African setting, sometimes when someone does something good, great, you say, I don't know how to appreciate you. For me, I say, I know how to appreciate this organization. I know how to appreciate Madam Soma Dikpi. Because we have seen the kind of love that she has for our country. We are seeing the kind of love that she has for this country. We are seeing the love that she has for children. You know, she's a politician. Many politicians cannot even look at the foundation because I think this is a foundation.
Okay, so that was it today in Senekole. So our voices must be able to touch the life. Today, Nimba D9 TV Regional Coordinator Melish Ball went to that campus in Senekole and was able to do this live with a disclaimer that we have not come to do any harm. But after just within minutes, 31 benches, such is an NGO headed by Antonin at Law Sunda Gipie Wilson. They were able to donate 31 benches to that school today. We are calling on others to do same. Now the lines are declared open. 0778 070604 0778 070604 0778 070604. That is the number that you can call tonight, or you call us on 088 111 0803 088 111 0803. You can call us tonight and tell us how is the sitting capacity in the schools that your children are attending. It is your time, or it is your time tonight to call us, and the lines are now declared open. You can call us here tonight and we can have the conversation. So this is Nimba D9 TV. This is the truth of the matter. I want to say good evening to all of our listeners, our friends and relatives. We can't name you all. Sometimes some of you call me off air and say, look, I was listening to you. I don't know you were listening at that time. Please do not feel bad that I may not send you treat. But I just like to say good evening to all of you in Bump County, in Grand Bassa County, Riverside, Grand Gida, Sano, Maryland, wherever you tune in from, that you always have made it your duty to say, I'm going to wait for Ambassador Edmond Wolakewong and team for the truth of the matter. We want to say thank you. Thank you so very much for all that you continue to do. All we expect of you is to kindly continue to share this live video. Join us as always as you can, and it's going to be important that all of us can share our thoughts. Okay, you can be able to be a help to somebody. Tell us tonight, how is the sitting capacity in the various schools that your kids are attending? And if they are not good, what do you think you can collectively do to help? The Manasonda Gipie did today. Manasonda Gipie is no longer attending the Mother Tubman, Memorial High School there in Senekole. No, she's not. But because she saw the video, and she and her NGO immediately responded with 31 pieces of decks today for these school-going kids. So those who were sitting down on the ground, they're no longer going to sit down on the ground beginning tomorrow. Of course, there are about 400 students there, but at least something was being done immediately today. And this is why we say, welcome to the show. This is the truth of the matter. 0778 070604. That's the number to call. 0778 070604 or 088 111 0803. You can call and put your points through tonight, because at the end of this show, we're going to open up the lines for the people of District Number 9 to equally so send out their greetings to their representative Tawongbe, whose birthday is today, and to all those who celebrating their birthday today, including my nephew Mike. But we want to say thank you, God, for you, and happy birthday to you, son. Continue, and all those our friends, fans, and family, all our listeners who are listening to us, and today is your birthday. We want to say happy birthday to you. Of course, January is slipping away, and we are headed out for February soon. We want to say our deepest condolences to the people of MEHNSONNO, to the people of ZEKEPA, for the loss of Madam Marlene Wube. It's a painful time and it's sad. But tell us, how are the sitting capacity in your children's schools? Are they sitting on the floor? Are they sitting comfortably and doing what they're supposed to do and learning well? If those are happening, and then we say thank you. Says Beatrice Elmon, let's say happy birthday to Tawongbe. So we're going to take a video from Tawongbe very shortly. And since indeed, maybe the school sitting places in your school and on your campuses are just okay, we're going to say that is fine. But let's use this time to wish Representative Tawongbe happy birthday. And we're going to take his video that he made today on his birthday. And then from there, we will also open up the lines for the people of MEHNSONNO Statutory District and Nimba County Electoral District Number 9 at large. So we're going to do this.
Yeah, thank you.
We are going to do this.
All right.
Hi, I'm Tawongbe from Nimba County. Well, my mom is from Lofa County as well. And today is my birthday, and I'm reflecting on my life. I feel like every single time it's good to reflect on your life, and my life, I've always seen my life in three forms: life, hustle, impact. Those three key things. Life, every single day, the work I do, I mean, the life I live. God is at the center of that life. And then hustle is the work, every single day working, every single day, right? And the impact, politics, people see me as a politician. But I'm a politician because I'm using that as a vehicle for impact. So those are the three key things. As I said, my mom is from Lofa County. My father was from Nimba County, from Gray. He's late now, but everything I am today, right, he actually saw that for me. And I grew up in a way that was very unique. I went to Hilton Van E growing up, but we live in a community that was very poor. And so I grew up with my friends I played with, they were poor, but at the same time I went to school with people who had it. And the people who I played with, I always had those two words part of me, right? The haves and the have not, but always connected to people who didn't have. And I was 10 when the war started. I've told this story a number of times. I became a refugee both in Cuba. I found God in a deep manner in Cote d'Ivoire when I was a refugee there. And I've always been focused on purpose. And that's part of my life, right? And going to the US for the first time, I can still remember how cool it was in February 1999 when I got there, February 12th. And the first job I got in the US was loading and unloading trucks. Loading trucks at UPS, 11 p.m. at night to 5 p.m. in the morning, 5 a.m. in the morning, and then going to school from 10 a.m. all the way to 4 or 5. And then going to computer school from 6 to 10, and then doing that over again. It's working, and saving, working, building. And then I started being more of a engineer, a network engineer. So that's the work I transformed into after schooling, network engineering, consulting. And I started my first company in 2003. It was a different, time, working corporate while at the same time doing consulting, while at the same time building empire. I've always been in the private sector. Transition from that to start my own company when God spoke to me in 2012 and he said, move to Africa. And I didn't understand that at the time, but in 2012, after my wedding, I decided to move to Liberia. Well, I moved to Africa. And that was the start of the kind of group that I have now, that people see that kind of group now has 7 offices, right? Office in New York, 6 offices in the continent. We've done all of this work. It all happened because I answered that call from God that he said, move to Africa. But when I'm reflecting on my life right now, right, and being 46, I'm looking at it in terms of tens and how I was 10 when the war started, being a refugee. Today, now I'm a representative of Nimba County, right? Just being a representative, representing the people. It's all about impact, all about looking at my life and reviewing and seeing young people in Liberia suffering today. A lot of young people are suffering today. A lot of young people are focused on making it for themselves. It's very difficult. But as I reflect on my life, I realized I was just like those young people, right? And the purpose of which some of us got into politics was to impact lives. So I always ask myself about legacy, about some of the challenges I've gone through in my life, and the impact, the legacy I want to leave in terms of impact in the district I serve, the people I serve. And when I look at it, this birthday for me is so important to me because I'm reflecting on every single thing that I've been through, and all the young people that have supported me, all my family, the Lofa family, the Nimba family that have supported me, all these young people that believe for better Liberia, right? I see that don't lose hope. I mean, I felt like losing hope so many times in my life, in my pursuit of even political life, right? I talked about giving up. Last year, let me give you a funny story. Last year, I felt like giving up at one point in time last year. It was so tough, right? I'm like, listen, I don't need this job. I can continue my private sector work, continue to do this. But I realized it's not about me. It's about the impact we have to make. So you, young person, you are thinking about giving up today. You don't know where you're going to be tomorrow. If you're 10 today, 15 today, years old, 20, don't give up. If this message is reaching you, I'm 46 years old, I've failed. I've struggled. I've been through it. But for me, it's about the resilience. And Liberians were naturally resilient people. I'm looking at the next 45 years of my life now. Today, I'm 1 year old. I'm 1 year old. And I'm saying to myself, I'm going to kill it. I'm going to rock it. It's not going to be easy, but I'm going to rock it, right? I'm so excited about my district, bringing agriculture projects to my district. I'm so excited about seeing what the district will look like after 5 years. I'm so excited about Nimba. I'm so excited about Liberia. So I say, join me. Let's stay connected. Let's stay excited. Let's stay positive about the future, because you never know what the future will bring. For me, it's about life, also impact. For you, it may be something else. But at the end of the day, you are made for a purpose. You are created for a purpose. So join me. Let's celebrate purpose on this birthday. Cheers.
Okay. So that is it there. That is your representative. Gongbe's son says he's following us from Mount Barkley. And it is not time. We don't have much time here today. We have 5 more minutes to go. This 5 minutes is being dedicated to the people of District 9 to wish your representative Tawongbe happy birthday. And the number to call to do that is 0778 070604. We got 5 more minutes to go. you can just call and say happy birthday to him. Life is important to celebrate, no matter what the case is. We got to celebrate one another. This is a world that will leave the legacy, the mark, the love in our hearts for one another. We're going to leave it. It's going to be something that people will remember about you and say, wow, if this person was still around. It might be me. Somebody can say, oh, I wish that Edmund was still around. That on every Wednesday from 9 to 10 p.m., he will be live on Radio Voice of Yahweh MEHNSONNO, on Radio LARWHEYII, on Radio ZEKEPA, and equally so on Radio Voice of YARMEIN in YEKEPA as well. So we want to say thank you to all of you who have tuned in, and happy birthday to Representative Taiwan, wherever you are. We want to say we wish you well from the board and management staff of the One Nimba House Media Incorporated that is operating Nimba D9 TV and Radio Voice of Yahweh MEHNSONNO, Mr. Moses Nobain, and the rest of the board members. One of all, though they are bereaved, you are also bereaved as a citizen, but we want to say happy birthday to you, and may you live long, that you will see the progress that we all are making collectively for our district. Whatever you're doing in that district, you're now going to carry it, and your time will be over in 6 years, and another person will come. And when that person comes, if we still have life in us, and God's grace will stay with us, and we are still here, we're going to do the same that we're doing here, just as we did for Representative Johnson Guayclo. It's not about that. Some of us come from work, doing different kinds of work, and we made up our details to travel like from ZEKEPA all the way to Kayi to broadcast. That is the distance I am tonight, with no funding from anybody. Sometimes every broadcast we do on Nimba D9 TV, we use not less than $10 to $15 US every time. Why are we doing that? It's because of those kids who were sitting on the bare ground in Senegal today that they will have decks to sit on tomorrow. It's because of our friends who are challenged with epilepsy, the sickness they call SPED, that they will have light, that they will see reason to be recognized and not be called witch. It's because we have to bring our friends to develop our community by supply medical and non-medical supplies to our clinics. While we are alive, leave your mark. Leave your mark. 0778 070604 is the number to call. 0778 070604 is the number to call. Except that everything is going well with you and you wouldn't want to call. And we say thank you. The fact that the message is getting through, the fact that you put up your radio, the fact that you took up your time telling your children, hey, wait, let's listen to what Edmond is saying. Somebody somewhere will get inspired by what we said here tonight. And every time, what we've come here on the truth of the matter to do is the preaching the gospel of the true living God. It is not 10, and without not much that we do, I want to say thank you for joining us here tonight. We'll leave you with this, and then we'll see you next week.
Atlantic Station Incorporated. Your one-stop services designed to elevate your comfort and satisfaction. Our expertise includes American tiles, superior quality for a stunning finish. General building materials, durable and reliable for all your construction needs. Electrical wiring devices, safe and efficient solutions for every project. Dump truck rental services, ready to handle your heavy lifting with ease. And many more tailored services to meet your demand. Why choose us? Unmatched expertise, reliable customer service, affordable and quality products. Contact Atlantic Station Incorporated today for unbeatable deals and services that guarantee your satisfaction. +231 880 198 698 +231 776 557 751 +1 770 873 6740. Email symbol email jwh3560@gmail.com. Atlantic Station Incorporated. Building the future, one project at a time.
We should focus on our Liberian people. We spending and we have to spend a lot of time, effort, resources on training. We are assisting the university.
We're trying to produce the next man, the next generation. So our hope is to sustain the Liberian democracy, whether it's in engineering, whether it's in agriculture, whether it's in science.
So I chose to come back home, but I decided to train more young people so that the issue of qualification for seeking job will be abolished.
You can't be economically viable if you don't have the education that's needed. This institution, it is strategically located between Ivory Coast, Guinea, and Liberia. So that benefit can even go beyond Liberia.
EML, it is the highest taxpayer in this country now, which we can call the backbone of the Liberian economy.
And with AML being in partnership with this organization, we hope to do more. There's a bright future for this country in a developing world like Liberia. So I think it's a good thing to be here, to be able to be a part of that change.
We should focus on our Liberian people.